Yeah, that is one positive thing I'm looking at, and then have a great chance to know different people
Very good.
and just add a little bit in their life as well.
Yeah.
And
Satya, you want to tell me something
yeah,
positive that you want us to know? I'm sure.
Me,
Yeah, anything.
Rahul garu,
Hmm.
life is moving on smoothly. For that, I am happy.
Yeah,
In this
you're contented, right? That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so without any so far
exactly.
any without any diagnosed medical problem.
Yeah, that's true. You're enjoying the health, you're enjoying the life, you're enjoying the family and all that. So that,
Correct.
yeah,
There is
that,
no definition for enjoyment, but
yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, but you are not worried or you are not anxious and you are all that. How do these negative news makes you feel?
You're asking me,
Yeah.
uh, what is that?
Now, when you hear all this negativity going around the political circle, economic circle, and society as a whole, and the world as a whole, splitting up and having so much of democratic degradation, how do you feel?
Yeah, above all these human power, there is a supreme power. So he is the one who guides the people.
Yeah.
That's what I believe to be
Yeah.
happy for
No, you
myself.
are surrendering to the divine. That's fine. That's a very good point, right? So actually, I go by that principle. What Raman Maharshi told me about is the man thinks that he is the one who is doing, but it's a mistake. It is the divine that
Yeah.
does everything. So if you accept that,
Something happens.
no problems.
Something
Yeah.
happens unpredictable even
Yeah.
tomorrow, next week, next month, anytime. So we have to have prepared to receive the verdict of supreme power. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
But all nonsense is going around the world, especially in America. So the people we have to undergo.
Yeah.
We have to undergo a sort of anxiety to see all what is going on. So instead of that, believe in
Yeah.
supreme
Come on
power.
the camera for a second, Satya and Sharmi. I'll take a photograph. Then you can go back on the without camera. I don't know why you don't want to be on the camera, but first of all,
Because I am working.
yeah,
So in 15 minutes time, I have to take my grandkids to school
okay.
in a different summer school.
Hmm.
So these are all the obligations for me.
Yeah. That's okay, no problem. But I just want to take a photograph of Sharmi. Come on, yeah, Dharani, stay on the camera for a second. Yeah, that's it. Sharmi, you also come on the camera. I just want to take the people who are here. So Sharmi, are you there?
I'm there. I applied something on the hair, so
That's okay. That's okay. We just want to get, so
yeah, I can take a pic.
just, yeah, understand. I didn't want to make you embarrassed, but,
Yeah, I
so.
applied something on the hair.
Yeah, that's fine. Just document who is here and then who is not there. That's good. You could look fine. Okay, then you can go back to whatever you're doing.
Yeah, probably
See,
long distance
yeah.
can do.
So this is going to be, see, in as much as everything is there, the philosophical is there, people who cope with different ways by surrendering to the divine is one way, but then there are so many people stress themselves out by unconsciously not knowing what's going on in their mind. And the moment they hear somebody died or somebody murdered or somebody had this enormous crime happen, the people will be very upset, and then that makes their mind go in a direction that's not good for the day. That's why early in the morning, how do you keep not even positive and negative, but how do you really understand the I thought, which is the first thought that brings up in your mind after waking? How do you understand that I thought is the one which is creating everything for you during the day and gives you as a negative or positive, whatever it is, that dominates you? Can you understand not to be dominated by it and be in awareness? That's the point. That's why I want to make that our morning way of cleaning is a positivity. Like, for example, you get up and then you just say, I'm taking a deep breath, sitting, you're still in bed, you're kind of lying down or sitting up. You take a deep breath, and what it is, you're welcoming the world, the energy, the thing that is there within us, and that gesture itself is kind of makes you feel like you are getting ready for a good day, you are ready getting for a challenging day or whatever, but your whole setup is built by that kind of attitude. Rather, if you open the phone and see something external, and if you really listen to somebody's saying some problem or whatever, then you are taken away by that, and then you don't have the chance to establish yourself in the moment of awareness, the moment you wake up. Okay, so that is the purpose of this morning. What I'm saying is, from today onwards, I'm going to repeat this positive statements. Today is like a upon getting up, just take a deep breath and happy that you are grateful that there is a life and the vitality is coming into you, and you are going to really appreciate the vast world. Not because you are successful, not because something's working for you, but because you're a human being, you have the intelligence, you can make a better day for you. That is the thing that I'm talking about, and people can really understand that and then come to that. Okay, so I don't know what is happening with this, why it's not starting. Okay, let's go here. One moment, I'm starting the other channel that, and then okay. Now we're all set. Everybody is here, so I can talk about this. Let me. So, anything else you want to talk about? Anybody, Chinaka, Dharani, or Satya, Sharmi, they are here. Other channels have just started; they will be coming.
So we have to try to do exercise psychologically, emotionally, mentally to modulate our thinking power or
Yeah.
our way of approach
Hmm.
according to the circumstances.
Now, I will put it this way, Satya: physically, physiologically, and then mentally and spiritually.
Yes.
Physically, yeah, it's because you are coming and doing the whatever you are doing in the garden work, right? You are doing physically.
Yes.
That has a physiological effect, which is all your hormones and everything, and that has a mental effect, that is the neuro physiological, right? And then the spirituality. All this are influenced by that. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree with you. What you are saying,
modulate our body to face the circumstances around us.
Yeah.
And a simple, with a phenomenal belief in supreme power that will help us psychologically to be calm in ourselves without undergoing neuro anxiety or neurosis, those psychological symptoms.
Yeah.
So that's how I practice, even though many times, we have to pass through the waves of the sea, like crumbling effects of the night.
You see, my point is, those waves of life and challenges of life, we can traverse better if we make our, physiological or physical, mental, spiritual being more together. That is one way the ancient wisdom is teaching us is that divinity is there and also in us. So the Brahman, we are part of the Brahman, and that Jivatma with the Paramatma combination is this ancient sciences. They are, when they understood, then you will see that divinity is inside and how to manifest. Vivekananda said this. His entire goal of his life was, how can I really, um, discover the divinity within me, and how can I manifest? He said, I want to make people discover the divinity within them and help them to manifest. See that this is like you can have pujas, you can have other things, they are fine. But then if you are losing touch with the divinity within you, that's what he wanted to us to discover and manifest. That was his stated goal, And I agree with him. Initially we were brought about divinity is out there, God is out there, and all that. But then now our ancient Vedas, they were beginning of those rituals, the yagas, and all that, worshipping forces outside of us, the natural forces and all that, right? But then they discovered that all the divinities within us, and then that's why they said Tattvamasi, you are that, you are that divinity. And then we're supposed to say Aham Brahmasmi, I discover that I am the Brahman, and that is very profound, very important for us, in the modern age, especially now. Either you are too religious, too much of ritualistic thing, and don't have this inner exploration and discovering our own divinity. For that, the mind has to calm down. But basically, Vedas also, Krishna also quotes this to Arjuna. You are like those ritualistic Brahmins, and you want something, papa punya, all the benefits from it, and all that was there. He tells them specifically that is all silly. Drop it, and you go for the real indweller within you. And then in the second chapter, he's very clear about it. But somehow Hindus miss the other part, like you discover your own inner divinity, and they are always going after ritualistic just for the rewards, either here or in heaven. That's what he was talking about. Uh, anyway, that's understanding people get to, which is okay. But meanwhile, people are going through suffering, physiological, mental, spiritual suffering is there. It comes through so much. People don't have control of their thought, and don't have control of their body, and the diseases and all those things are there. But there is a way you understand the ancient wisdom, apply that in modern life. You could be together, you could be harmonized, not only with yourself, with other people and in the world. So this is important now, because people are thinking everything happening to them. Everything is some people end up thinking that this is my fault, that these things are happening. So lots of suffering going on, and people can't handle it also, because the people who are contributing to the confusion, to the division, to the disharmony, they seem to be thriving, whereas these people who are lawful, who are working hard, they have to do more. So all this confusion, all this suffering is presented to me in different ways, either relationship problems, or not able to control their own bodily functions or mental function. All these things come to the fore. That's why I'm saying, start the day on a positive note, on something that we could relish through the day. For example, you take the breath. For example, breath. Air is coming, and all the breathing is happening, but through the breathing we do have vitality coming into us. That vitality is the one which travels as energy throughout the body. Just by understanding the breathing, and making the breathing focus, you can control your mind, right? So that's something that I have been talking to people and teaching them how to breathe and all that. So do you guys know what is Ujjaini breathing? Sharmi, do you know Ujjaini breathing?
I heard about it. I don't know, sir.
Okay, it's very simple that I want you to get it. That's why, yeah, I raised that because if you do the Ujjaini breathing throughout the day, you'll get a lot of benefit. Because this is something that you don't have to sit, you don't have to lie, you don't have to stand. You can do anywhere, right? You can. So what it is sit. If you are sitting, sit always straight, and then open your mouth and keep the opening for the breathing out. First take a deep breath in through the nose so that you can feel the breath going through the throat, right? And then you take a deep breath and you breathe out. You breathe out with a sonorous sound from the initially opening the mouth, and then later on you do the breathing closing the mouth. That is Ujjaini breathing. Okay, it can be done anytime, so you can do all through the day, and it's a very beneficial thing. Okay, so there are so many ways to do the Ujjaini breathing. There are so many varieties.
I missed out. You exhale through mouth, is it, sir?
Yeah. Initially, but once you get hold of it, then you start slowly closing the mouth and you breathe out through the nose. But then the noise, that is important. Okay. Anyway, next Saturday I have this major master class on the breathing. Okay, this is going to be on the uh, Zoom. Okay, so this is last week I kind of gave the preliminary, what it is all about. We get into a lot of things, but there's so much more in breathing. I want to show people and give them practically what they can improve. Yeah, there are. Do you know that the prana, the breathing comes in, gets into 5 different vibes. PSA view. That's how I remember it. First is prana, okay, and then samana, then apana, then vyana, and then upana. These are the 5 energies that go. Each one goes to, like a prana goes to the upper chest, the lung and heart. Okay, samana is about assimilation, digestion, right, and all that. And apana is excreting digestive products and all that. And Vyana is a circulation going all over the body. And Upana is something that starts from the neck and then spreads up. There's more like a people who realize and all that. So there's different ways to approach these kind of thing. There are different asanas, different pranayamas that you could do that will enhance those energies. A lot of people don't know about them, but once you understand this, you will be amazed at the uh, insights that the yogis had before.
Sir, people have to mute disturbance.
I don't know who it is. I may be Satya, and somebody is talking there probably. So those 5 we'll explore. Not only that, but generally as how the whole breathing happens, how the breathing can be enhanced, how breathing can be used as a tool to really help us physically well, physiologically well, mentally well, and spiritually well. There are there. So that I would suggest is, people don't miss that, because that's going to be doing a lot of things, right? So anything else you want to talk about? Anything? One other thing, Sharmi, that I was talking to my wife was this morning.
Yes, sir.
One other thing is there's what is called tratak. Okay.
What is that? How?
Yeah, that is something you would do, because what you do is you put a chair and sit down on the chair and keep a table in front of you so that you can put a candle at your eye level. Okay.
Okay.
Like a 1 meter away. No, or put your hand to the front and put your thumb up. Okay.
Okay.
You can do that too if you don't have a candle now. But the thing is, you got to look at that thumb or the flame of the candle, which is unflickering and all that, and look at that continuously for a while. Have that picture in your mind, then close your eyes. Close your eyes and stay with that image for a while. The originally what they do is they make you stare at the thumb for a long time so that your eyes tear. You can't keep them for a long time, right? So do this tratak. The idea is to focus on only on the image in front of you so that you don't have all these thoughts going on all over. So it's a very
amazing. Present moment awareness. It can help in that.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it, and then get everything centered, everything washed off. Okay, so that's a very good thing to start with in the morning.
How many minutes, sir? Any idea minimum? Like how much ever you can stare at?
Yeah. Just start with whatever you can do, and then improve. So it's not like a set thing. It's how much you can do. The longer you do it, the better it is for you. You can start with few breaths and then increase that to maybe 20, 30, 40, something like that. So this is a very good antidote for this modern information overload. Too many things going on in the mind, too many things running from our mind. To really do that, that will be good. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. One question you asked me. Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
I come to the sessions. I learned about how to deal with myself, certain experience through all these things are helping. But the moment when you go out to the world, they can't remain in that space, sir. I don't know. Sometimes it just breaks.
That is the challenge, right? That is what spiritual practice is. Yeah. That is the thing. See, either you are worldly or spiritual. If you are spiritual, you can handle the world better because you have detachment from it and all that. But if you are worldly, you are using spirituality for the worldly things, then that all the problems happen.
Isn't it that I felt being so spiritual and nice and practicing loving kindness, people are also exploiting.
Then you are worldly, you are calculating.
Okay.
The worldly people will do that. That's the nature of that.
Yeah, and then I just see, okay, I done my best and I keep moving. But still there's a point. They keep repeating the same actions towards me. That hurts.
They do all the time to me, but I don't bother about it. You bother about it. That's the difference. You see?
You have to let go of that.
Yeah, that's it. Let go. See, that is the vairagya. Okay?
And I feel love. And I feel like you are so amazing. You're giving it because your purpose is giving, not appreciation, not anything in return. But
no, there are 4 steps in our spiritual practices in India that they kind of developed it over centuries. This is the second step, vairagya. The first step they talk about is viveka. Okay? Viveka means knowing what is permanent, what is real, to what is not permanent, what is not real.
Yeah.
If you know this life experiences, this interactions with people, all that, they are temporary, transitory, that means they are not permanent. Okay? So Viveka is discriminating what is permanent, what's real, to what is not. And what is not, once you realize, then you develop vairagya for them, dispassion for them. That is where the each individual mind goes towards attraction of things of the world. Then you are missing the um, ecstasy and joy of the inner world, peace and joy and happiness. It's a choice. People go out for external things, and then that is thing they are permanent. But they will be reminded time and again it's not so. But if you are really Vivek has developed within you, then you could develop that detachment for the things that are not permanent, are not real, that are not, they are kind of not fulfilling. They let them go. That's a very important yogic skill,
And when I realized that everything is temporary except you and your soul, the soul that you're going to
Yeah.
build upon, listen to. That's the only thing.
No, you don't build up on soul. Soul is there.
Soul is there. Yeah, yeah.
Is
You have to, you don't touch connect. We don't
Yeah.
connect with it.
See, what is
Yeah.
calculating is your mind. You're still in the mind level. So that's why it is kind of plays tricks with you. See, mind always wants to exert, I'm here, take care of me. But once you are established in your indweller, then mind says, no, I have to have comfort, I have to have good things, I have all these bhogas of the world. Okay, then you are worldly. However much you want, however much you don't want, if you still are occupied with other people concerned and other, that you are in that bhoga world. Yoga world is where you see them and let them go. You don't cling to them, basically. Then you ended up in your indweller, which is really peaceful. Not peaceful, it is peace itself. It's a joy itself, and that somebody has to discover themselves. Nobody can really give it to you. You got to really realize that.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are divinely. All these temporary things is not giving satisfaction.
No, they will never give. That's the nature of them. They will never give. That's why you develop the vairagya. See, there is remember this joke, like, there was this sadhu, and there was this householder. The householder had a very good, property, name, fame, and all that. And he's enjoying the interactions in the society, the benefits of having wealth, and all the bogas. He's enjoying them, right? So he comes and says, Sadhu, sir, you are very great. You are missing out all these things that we are enjoying, right? The sadhu turns back to him and says, sir, you are great even than me. Why? Because you are sacrificing the God and the godliness and the inner peace and all that. So it's a kind of perspective. The householder looks at the bogas or something that he will go on doing them. But it doesn't, right? It goes away. But then they may have problems because raga about these things, then when they are not there, you develop the aversion, desha, right? You lose your house, you lose your everything and all that. What you say? Oh my God, all these things are gone, and then you are very miserable because. And also, meanwhile, you are always worried that I may lose them. You are fearful. Some may take it, or something happens. You see, you can have a natural calamity, like a flood, like a cyclone, like a something, a fire and all that, right? Something happen, and then people can be washed off everything that they own physically, and then suddenly what happens? You see, that is the thing. You see, modern life, they think of external comforts, and then economic security, and also really inward security, all that they look at. But ancients had already found the security inward, and they stayed there. So you want to go out and then go to the suffering, that's up to you. but you want to stay inside and be very peaceful, comfortable, that is up to you. So it's a kind of, do you want to go to a spiritual way or do you go to a worldly way, is up to you.
Okay.
No judgment is needed, because people go through the bhogas and they enjoy them, but they're transitory. That's why our people said, dharmartha kama mokshas. You can have the ardha loka, where people are having accumulations of properties and all these things for future generations and all that, right? But then they are only, the fulfillment is temporary. The fulfillment is not there after so much of money, so much of accumulation, right? So then what happens? They will not be able to do that, Then kama, this is desires. Any small desires to big desires are there, and then they are also non-fulfilling after a time. So if their fulfillment is temporary, what is permanent fulfillment that happens? That is when you are liberated from your own mind. You use the mind, but you are not a slave to the mind. Right now, modern people are slaves to the mind. There are ways, yoga, Ayurveda, Vedanta, all these things that I study, I follow, they kind of are very clear about this and very easy to be in. But my family, my friends and all that, they may not be there, so they don't understand what we're talking about. But this was exposed thousands of years ago. And even Indians are not like, they're all very materialistic. And then they don't understand the treasures that they have in their own culture, But that is not for Indians, it's for all human beings, That's why I work on a worldwide scale. And I don't think only one particular country should know. Like, gravity is there for everybody, right? Like this yoga and other things are also lifestyles we develop. That's for everybody. Nobody wants them, everybody can use them and be benefited.
Amazing. But the moment you say temporary, I know I'm applying mind. I don't know. Just a little question. Everything kind of, you lose interest because it's not permanent. The moment we look at something as temporary, we also tend to lose little interest in it. Be it even a relationship with your partner,
not necessarily, because you enjoy the moment. You don't put on like that happened, it's not there, you don't worry about that. You don't say, I'm going to be afraid that I'm going to lose this person again. No, you enjoy the person as they are right now. It is your worried fear is not there. That moment is very good for you, right?
Yes, sir. But what about expectations in relationships?
That's the mind.
That's the mind again. Oh, yeah. What? And the I person, I coming, I'm not satisfied. I am not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you have to expect? If you are giving, that's it, right?
And it should be only giving, sir?
No, you can get it, but then you develop the raga for the giving, you are getting, then you have the other coin also, the aversion will be there.
Okay.
It's no problem thinking, but then we kind of happy when we have that good thing and all that. There's the raga. Because of the raga, you have to bound to experience the dvesha, which is opposite coin, which is there. So once you understand that, then you will be equanimous in both raga and dvesha.
Okay, sir, I got it. So I understand.
It's the mind you got it. It's the mind. Your mind is got it. That's not enough, though. That is the thing.
Yeah, that's why still questions are there. No, but,
the questions are from your mind. But if you really see it, that's beyond that a little bit. But still, you have to understand through the mind, but then stay with the understanding, not with some concept. But basically, living that understanding is the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, on this platforms, what we are doing here is mostly understanding what is happening with this channel.
It's like in some relations, we know that it is not a good dynamics. It is not working despite how
It's
we
ignorance.
try.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
ignorance.
How much we try. So
See,
how do should we just ignore and stay away? It's kind of impacting. That is where
now
our
your question is,
self-
am I getting love in my relationship? If I am not getting love, how can I get it? Instead, think like,
I realized I don't want anything from outside, but
yeah.
I can't let people disrespect me.
No, that's also expecting from them, right? So what it is, are you so satisfied within your condition, then you don't have anything asked for,
Mhm.
then you will be happy with what you have got.
That is what my husband does it. He never expects anything.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You see, the thing is, it doesn't mean that you are satisfied with yourself. You don't, um, you know, have anything to give. You can give. You can tell them this is the way it should be and all that. But that Atmananda is very rare. Everybody is stuck in that mind, that Atmananda is there. All these questions won't even arise. Every day you live, every day
natural soul.
Yeah, it's actual natural, but what we did was we made mess of that by having these vrittis, these thoughts. That's why first thought when you get up, don't let it escape. Then it will escape and then it will build up its own network. And then you're caught in that. And most of the people that I deal with, 99.9% people, they're stuck in that network. Hello, everybody on the Noom vibe.
Getting proper sleep, sound sleep, very fragmented because of the thoughts continuously running.
Yeah.
I hear many.
That's why I told you to join the proactive wellness club that is done for you morning time now, because evening time also I'm doing at 6 o'clock my time. But that will be 4:30 in the morning for you. But I extended sometimes to 7 o'clock. That means 5:30 for you. If you can do that, and that is a monthly membership thing, and then people join there, they pursue these things much more detailed. And then I can focus on them too, because some things are not to be discussed out loud, because everybody has them, but doesn't mean that you have to advertise everything. So I don't do that. Hello, everybody, welcome. And Noom Vibe, and I don't know why it was not working earlier, but it's now working. I am here today in this 7 to 8 hour, which I call a wellness oasis, where you can come and do that. Of late, I have been watching a lot of questions and concerns about the economic situation, the political situation, geopolitical situation, the wars, the general economy, all this making people very uncertain, concerned, worried about the future. So instead of being a victim to the outward things, all I'm saying is you can respond to the outward challenges without the mental turmoil. That is what I kind of been doing, and I've been so outward there may be challenges, but what am I doing? My inward, am I slave to my mind? Am I slave um, to my senses? That's what yoga and other practices teach you, to be equanimous within you. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That means you are even. It's not that you are dead, you would react. You can respond to the challenges with a stable mind, with a settled mind, with a equanimous mind. How do you do that? First thing is, when you get up in the morning, don't let all this negative news come at you. That is what is happening. People are opening their phones or devices, and immediately all the world rolls in. Instead, understand this one thought that starts, that is the I thought. This is what I learned from Ramana Maharshi. That I thought, once you allow it to proliferate, it will go to the second thought, the third thought, and fourth thought, like that. But altogether, it's only thought. Okay, it is in your mind, and it will take you away from the present moment into the thought world. And the more impulses we have from outside, the more. So I kind of start this series now. It's called Feel Better with Dr. Rao. So if you come here, you will listen to one thing positive every day. I developed a 30-day content yesterday. And first thing was, suppose you get up in the morning, you kind of take a deep breath in and then feel that life is flowing into you, and be grateful and gratitude, alive and well, and you are here. So you can be joyous and happy all day, or you can be thinking, miserable like that. So, not allowing the mind to dominate you, don't allow it to proliferate. You got that, Sharmila?
Sir, yes, sir.
The first thought, keep it in its place. Don't allow it to proliferate to the next. How do you do that? Just being aware of it, being observing it. That's why in the morning, start the day with this, and then turn your mind to something positive, something uplifting. That I want to provide some stimuli from the pillars of wellness. It could be from the diet, to all those things. Something that makes you, for example, summer, heart.
Our Indian people put on the spiritual songs.
Yeah, no, those are different. But what it is in your own mind, what's happening outside and all that. Suppose summer, you get up in the heart, everything. But then you have the chance to enjoy the mangoes. You have the chance to enjoy the ice cream. You can enjoy the ice cold water and all that. Those are all precious. You can think about them, right? And thereby you switch your entire neuromechanism into positivity. So I want to contribute to all my friends that kind of positivity upon awakening every day. So if you come at 7 o'clock, I will repeat that, and I will repeat that at 7:30 and 8 o'clock. One particular thing for that day, and we are actually we thought of everything. I didn't have the time, but I'm going to make a videos, 1 minute video, and put it on the LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like that. Then you can go and then visit there under the series, you know, Feel Better with Dr. Rao. That means I have to contribute something to you that will probably uplift your day. Okay, so it may not for everybody, but at least I'm trying that spirit. Even thinking on those terms and saying like, you get up. For example, my sister is there; she can get up and say, "So many years I've been here, but so much experience and wisdom and real commonsensical guidance I can give to a lot of kids." So that way, that age is an advantage. Okay, but a lot of people feel at that age, oh, no, how long else I should. So instead of feeling like that and the feeling miserable for the rest of the life, you can cultivate this kind of giving a little bit which you are giving to, and then you kind of use the time because you're happy you wake up, and you are happy you are alive, you are happy you can give, right? It's as simple as that. Okay, so hopefully that makes a sense for you guys. Okay, so it's a question of attitude. It's a question of keeping our neural mechanism in a particular way. What natural phenomenon usually happens is people wake up and then they give way to external stimuli that are initiating thoughts within you, and the thoughts proliferate within you, and then you may carry the concern about the war, concern about the economic situation, concern about the situation through the day, and spoil your focus on the things that you have to do. Is practically that kind of thing, so that's why have some intentional things that you want to, three of them today, and focus on them. And once you do that, you feel much better. Okay, if they are like a long term things, if they are like a non-urgent, that's better. That kind of morning, how this is, because this is a morning routine, I want to bring this kind of awareness to people about outward things, maybe like that, they are getting worse and they are getting a lot of things going on, a lot of changes, but inwardly you don't have to develop that reactive mechanism and that kind of negativity, which will rob the vitality of your life. Is that clear, Sharmi, what I said?
Yes, it drops, literally drops.
Yeah, that's why I said we will do that. My part, I'm going to share that. It may click with somebody, it may not click with somebody, but that's okay. But my intention is to, I want to make feel better, because they just come here and then with Dr. Rao, they are feeling better. That kind of thing. Okay. So we're going to do that every day at 7 o'clock, 7:30, and 8 o'clock. Just repeat the intention, repeat the particular positive message of the day based on so many wellness measures, then they can take it and then make it their property. Okay. So, hi, Shalu. How are you?
I am okay, Dr. Rao. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. See, I have started a new series, Shalu. It is called Feel Better with Dr. Rao. Okay. So my effort is I compiled like a 30 content messages, positivity, and that is early in the morning. For us, this is early morning, 7 o'clock, right? When you get up, if you understand to keep everything positive in the presence of negativity outside, then you will be in control. You will continue the same kind of thoughts through the day. So I want to contribute to that. I want to contribute to the positivity. I want to contribute to the essential mental wellness of people. Whether even you are successful outward, mentally you may be, not. So what do you think about that idea, Shalu?
Very, very good idea, Dr. Rao.
Yeah.
With internal medicine or internal health, I think mind medicine is
Very important. Right?
very necessary.
Yeah. I'm going to make a short video each day, right? Today I said, just because you wake up, just because you are breathing, just because you can welcome a new day, you can feel happy about it. The more important thing is, I talked about the first thought that people get it, and they allow the thought to proliferate into so many thoughts. Don't do that. Keep a lid on that proliferation. Then you will be facing with everything with awareness, with what you need to do, the movement, instead of really having so much of jungle of thoughts in your mind. This is important in this age, and because so many stimuli are coming at us. It's like an antidote I want to give, to that. It just came to my mind, say, why people are complaining so much, why people are having so many problems. Outward, there will be always problems, okay? There will be more, there will be less, but it's how we respond to that. That is, we react with emotional turmoil because we allow our limbic system come in, and immediately we are fearful or anxious and all that. So once you understand that I can see something, I don't have to rattle myself, but I can use my thought power to solve the problems. But if you are begin with your problem, then how can you do that? That's why first thing in the morning is getting up and be aware of what is going on around you, what is going on with the nature. Where are you with your awareness? Are you in thought or are you in awareness? But if you see, for interactions through the day, many people will be giving stimuli so that you'll go thinking more about it. What I am saying is, no, go according to your morning three intentions. You want to do a good job at your job, you want to be loving to everybody, and you want to be kind and compassionate, something like that. And then the whole day goes like that. We talked a lot of things from 7 o'clock till now, Shalu. Okay. You have any questions or anything you want to tell us?
So, Doctor, I want to listen to you.
No, you can listen, but we want to know what's going on with you.
I would like to understand. Basically getting up those. Maybe I've messed up on bringing the thought.
Yeah.
Many things in the mind. Definitely, I was thinking about it. That where we get tired, and I think we attract a lot of things which take away our energy rather than we sitting up. I was just thinking about my entire day. It's just that now I'm sitting at a place, but then I think I was everywhere entire day. The thoughts were everywhere.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because if you can learn how to be quiet within and then stay with your own inner contentment, that is a beautiful thing. And that's what I was telling them, why I am happy I'm a born human being. I have so many problems outwardly, all the patient problems, family problems, running the business, and all those problems are there. They may irritate me a little bit, but it goes away right away. But the thing is, I am basically come back to the awareness, switch it to my awareness. So what happens is, okay, that is there. Instead of me lamenting about this problem, how can I fix it? So my energy goes positively towards that. And then I let go after that. I'm not going to worried about, oh, I get the profit, I get this one, all that. I let go. That is there. And then when you really in awareness, you have very little energy. Peter, come up. I want to tell you something. My friend Peter came on the Noom vibe, So it's a question of starting the day right. One of the things is be in awareness, not in ever perpetuating thought. Shalu, this is very important for you also, for you and Sharmi and my wife, my sister, me, everybody. This is important. Remember my formula for the entire day? Tell me, what is the formula?
One work at a time. There was something, one thought.
That's okay, but I said three letters. What is three letters? AAV.
A-I.
No, no, no.
PMA, also moment awareness.
AAV. That is the formula.
Awareness?
Awareness in the morning, continue the awareness through the day, right? But attend to everything one at a time through the day. And then at the end of the day, vacate the mind.
Okay, correct.
You can't even remember the letters. How are you doing them? Do them. Try them.
I thought withdrawing everything.
Yeah. That is the vacating the mind. Positive, negative, both of them. No, just for making easy for us, I made like that. It's not like a something commandment, nothing. Just to make it easy for us. Okay. Be aware.
Dr. Rao, kindly repeat. No, AAV. V is for vacating.
Vacating. Second thing is attention, every action.
Every action.
And the first thing is be aware. First of all, be aware. That's what I was telling this today. Be aware, but don't let your thoughts proliferate by themselves. Use the thought in an attentive way when you have to do something during the day. And then what does it mean? Then you end the thought. You don't cling on to that after it is done. That is the key. That is where I am in the moment to moment awareness. And I may get agitated, I may get all the, but then I drop it. And that becomes easier as you go on. And then at the end of the day, vacating helps much more. Then whatever you have retained, whatever you're clinging to, for example, you have a chance to visit it before you go to sleep. Do you get it, the whole thing, what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It is about being aware, alert, awake, and aware, but not really inattentive. We want to be attention to whatever we do, but we don't to hang on to the fruits of the labor. And then let them go. And then you go to that. So it is nearing the 8 o'clock. Like I said to my friends earlier, the people who are here from 7 o'clock onward, a few people over there, I don't know, for some reason, this Mumbai did not work for a while. I had to restart it. I was telling about a new series I'm starting as of today, just to contribute to the general welfare of the people, because there is a lot of outward turmoil going on, geopolitical, economical, and lots of ways people are bothered or worried or fearful or uncertain, right? So when you see that, I want to give some kind of something that you could use positively. That's why I said, how can I make them feel better when they come to my room? So I said, I will make an effort of giving them one positivity every day. Today positivity is I myself, I'm happy to be human, happy to be able to inward oriented, happy to stay with my Satchit Anand, that is the inward happiness, joy, and peace. And that itself is a very big deal as a human being. Animals cannot have it, and a lot of humans don't have it because their whole thing is external oriented. But inward orientation, keeping ourselves inwardly, physiologically calm and quiet, is an immense thing. Actually, a lot of diseases are precipitated by your lack of this inner peace, inner equanimity. That's why, Shala, I was telling you about complete good sleep and then calming the mind, all that. If you react to everything that's happening with every meeting everywhere, then observe that. Okay, then it will go down. Right?
Very true, Doctor. And what I'm understanding, every word what you are telling is correct, because I meet at least 50 people a day, and the vibrations or thinking with them.
Yeah.
Now I have a meter on my arm, so I see how individual meetings impact me.
Yeah, that they do. Okay, that's
so much of fluctuations.
That's I think Sharmi also meets a lot of people. I do a lot of people. Even if I don't want, also lots of times comes at me sometimes, when I come to open a room, obviously people will be there, right? But usually what happens is one or two people only will come up and talk because they get it. So they want to learn more and they want to understand more and all. But what is important is you turn inward. Okay, you kind of look at you, not that is where the understanding is not there for the modern people. But then so much of stuff comes at us. That's what is happening. So I thought maybe I will give a token of positivity in the morning, and that should be like a catalyst of bringing feeling better within them. How do you feel, Sharma, coming here now?
I'm very honest. It has slowed me down.
No. How do you feel today after coming here?
Every day when I come here, there is a sense of reinforcement because I miss.
No. The point is feeling better. Do you feel better or do you feel not better?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know you are trying to explain anything that I know, understand. That's very true. But what I'm saying is, just make you feel better. Am I successful today or not? That's all I'm asking. Yeah, she said kind of positive. Anyway, how about you, Shalu?
Of course, Dr. Rao, I look forward for these
Yeah,
sessions. We'll be not lucky enough to not to
yeah,
attend.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of, let's see, Dharani, what does she say? Dharani, do you feel better or did you listen at all?
Yes, I feel better.
Yeah, you don't participate. You have to participate, So, Chinaka, how do you feel?
నాకు ఎప్పటి మాదిరిగానేరా
Hmm.
రోజు వింటా
Yeah.
5 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి 5 years నుంచి వింటున్నా అదే ఎంత మార్పు తెచ్చినావు అంటే చాలా మార్పు తెచ్చినావు నాలో. అది నాకే తెలుస్తుంది.
So that is what I was asking people whether they are feeling good coming here or not. So it's not about me personally because there's no me like that. What it is you can enjoy your own inner tranquility, inner quietness, inner sukh. They got the word. Okay, as a santosh. You can enjoy that. The first thing is don't allow your mind get away in the morning. That is the message of today. So positivity. Okay. I thought goes actually I took a lot of trouble to explain this. It's called Chit Jada Grandhi. Jada is our body, which is inert. Chit is our inner consciousness. Both of them don't say I am. It is the thought that arises in between, that is like a grandhi, that is a knot between the inert body and then awakened soul. But it is the thought that arises as the I thought, that is the grandhi. You have to break that. So the best thing for you to do is the moment it arises, recognize it, observe it, and calm it down. And then it won't build up. I thought, and I have to do, I have to get it, and all those things will not be there. But if you want to use something, you want to cook something, you want to make an omelette or whatever, then you use the thought and the knowledge and do it. But don't say, I did it, I have to get the benefit. No, that won't be there. That is the I thought. Okay. Once you understand that, then you will be aware most of the day and you will use thought consciously. You remember that word, thought consciously used. And then because you are using consciously, you can also leave it up because it is in your control. But if you allow it to thought to go vagabond, that is the mistake modern people are doing. That is what Sharmi or Shalu dealing with a lot of people. They get involved in that mental layer. Get it? Shalu, this is important for you. When you reach all the people, reach at the being level, not at the thought level.
Very true, Dr. Rao.
Not very true. You do it. Are you doing it?
I have to actually.
That's it. We have to. We all have to.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I believe so far I'm successful in bringing my thought back to the present.
That's fine. That's fine. Just
that's all.
Yeah.
I have been able to do, but if future anything troubles me, I just think about it. I need to just correct now.
Yeah. All you do is in the morning when you get up, don't let your thoughts get away. That is today's message. Use the thought, but not be used by the thought.
Very true, Dr. Rao.
I have been talking about this for a long time.
You have been sorry, yes, please.
No. All I'm saying is I've been talking about this for a long time because people, if they get it, they will discover for themselves how beautiful it is.
And if I can speak, Dr. Rao, it's just that what is harming me is I don't know what I'm trying to prove. We are getting invitations from everywhere. It's a very small time happiness short term when I'm invited as a chief guest or places coming week. What I understand is, am I still proving people? Is it really required?
No, let them call or whatever, but then why do you have to boost your ego?
Yeah, and I think they are doing that, or they are making us
No,
do that.
they are not doing it. They may do the thing, but we allow our ego to boost. Don't do that. Because we know immediately the ego will come down.
Very true.
Yeah, then you do what they want to do and all that, but not about boosting our ego.
Yeah.
Nobody else suffers the ego crash, only you will suffer.
It's a very artificial world, Dr. Rao. I realize.
No, that's why turning inward means you are coming close to yourself.
Isn't it all about just ourselves, sir? Finally, yeah. When we are complete, feel good.
Yeah. But when you do that, you shouldn't be expecting anything in return. Then you are happy with yourself. But the moment you go to other person, they will say thousands of dollars, this kind of attention, all this change. They will talk about all these things, So that's when they get lost. All you do is, am I doing something because I want to do it? And then leave it there. That is the karma yoga. Doing yoga in a disinterested way in your personal gain, but not uninterested in the excellence of what you are doing. Samatvam yoga uchyate, that's the one thing. Karmashu yoga kaushala. You have the ability to do something in excellent manner, but you don't have any intention of the profits. Karmanyavadikaraste mafaleshu kadachana in Bhagavad Gita. People listen, but they don't follow them because it's very difficult for them to understand and to see that they are doing otherwise. That is where the subtlety of this I thought, bringing the I ego, permission, all that happens. You allow that to happen, then you are okay if everybody is praising. But the moment somebody goes down and somebody says that you are not good enough, then you get crushed completely. It's really not a laughing matter. It is really very serious for that person to is happening. And that's where the burnout and where the stressed out things are happening. Now, I think it's 8:05 now. So we're going to go into our morning routine that we do, all the exercises and everything, So hopefully people are with me still, and then I can do that with them. Okay. So let's start our morning routine. I'm going to put my chair away and get up and do standing up. Okay. This is also important because initially the yoga was about the mind, but then later on they realized that yoga is also for the body, and that the body exercises influence your not only your physical but also physiological and mental and spiritual. Right? Hi Janet, how are you? For Janet's sake, she just joined for the morning routine. Janet, I started a new series today. You just feel better with Dr. Rao, with a positive thing that we could do in the morning. Today is about I thought and building up our thoughts. So many don't do that, being awareness. Okay. So each day I'm going to talk about that at 7 o'clock, 7:30 and 8 o'clock. 30 days content I have now. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. I talked about don't let your thoughts get away, but keep the thought under your control by being in awareness. Okay. So we talked a lot about it, and my friends are here. they are also contributing how they feel about it. So now let's start our morning routine. We start with the breathing first. Let's do Bastrika. Okay, doing it on the empty stomach. It contains of taking deep breaths from the umbilicus level. You suck in the air through the nose and hold it for a 4 count, and then breathe out as the abdominal wall goes inward. Breathe out completely for 8. Okay, we'll do those cycles, 8 of them. Okay, and keep your mind here by focusing on the touch of the air and also sensations in the body. Okay. After completion, I'll say the number 1. Erect posture, spine straight is important. Moving the abdominal wall out with inhalation, in with the exhalation. That's important. 3. 4. 5. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Second variety of breathing, just bend your elbows and show the palms to the camera like this. And as you take the deep breath, let the arms go up all the way above your head, straighten your elbows, and breathing out, bring them down. Do the speed. 2. Okay. So that is the second variety. And the third variety, clasp both your hands and keep them under the chin. And as you take a deep breath in, let the elbows flare up and out, upward, and then head back. Through the nose. And at the top, open the mouth and do ah with expiration as you bring the elbows down. See? So this is a good way to be aware, to be in the moment. Focus on what you are doing, focus on the air coming in, the touch sensation, and also how you feel about your breath and all. Okay, so that is just to start our engines. Okay, and now we will go to do so many exercises. Remember, we stretch our body, we deep breathe through body, and we be here and now by being with the breath, with the sensation, and we observe our thoughts. Don't get going with the thoughts, whatever they come. Just observe them, let them go. Okay, and now also we cultivate a non-reactive attitude, and deep breathing helps a lot with that. And then we cultivate a service attitude, giving service to anybody, okay, or to the life. And you can also be equanimous with both wins and losses, okay, that kind of thing. Okay, and now we're going to do the some of the exercises. Let's start with Samasthiti. Keep both your feet together. Activating the entire body is Samasthiti actually. And then pick up your kneecaps by contracting all your calf muscles and all that. And buttocks also contracted, abdomen circulating, and chest muscles expanded, and hands pointing down. This is like an activation of the whole body. That is the Samasthiti. Stay there for a few breaths. Now raise both your hands to the side, palms down, and elbows extended, shoulders relaxed. Now turn the palm towards the sky and come and meet way above your head and stretch your elbows to the sky. Clasp your thumbs together and stretch to the sky and then bend to the right side. Stretch to the right side, pushing the left foot down. Come to the center after 5 breaths. Stretch again the elbows to the sky and to the left. Put the right foot down into the ground as you stretch to the left side. Come to the center and lean back. Take the hands, elbows, shoulders, head and neck to the back. Push both feet front. Come to the center. Now bring the hands down towards the knees and first place them underneath by bending the lumbar spine forward. And then take the hands down below the knees as much as you can. Keep the knees straight and go down as much as you can. And come up and take 3 deep breaths to relax. Always do with your comfort zone. Sthira Sukham Asana, stable, comfortable posture. There you are, okay? And now we're going to do the chair pose. Keep your both feet 6 inches apart, clutching the ground with all the feet, toes, soles, and the heels. Now raise both your hands to the front, palms facing down, elbows relaxed, straight, and then shoulders relaxed. Now ease your knees, imagine a chair, and sit down on that. Stay there with your comfort for 10 breaths. Come up, keep the hands like that, and now raise the both heels and stay on the toes and bend your knees and sit on the imaginary chair again for 5 breaths this time. Lower the heels down and come up, this time knees together, bend them and go down for 5 breaths. Come up and lower your. Not only balance and concentration, but also you have strength of the legs and also the hands. By keeping the hands all through 3 variations, you will get the strength of the upper muscle. Okay, simple but effective for the physical body. Okay. Now we're going to go to the 3 bird poses. Stand on the right foot, right knee locked, and lift the left foot and bring the right of the right foot and press it down. Okay? And then bend your knees and sit on the imaginary chair and bring the right hand under the left hand. And stay there for 5 breaths. And come up and unwind. 3 deep breaths. Now, stand on the left foot, left knee locked, and right foot comes up to the left of the left foot. And then left hand goes under the right hand. And come up, and there you go. Now, Take a wide stance with both feet wide apart, as wide as possible. And now raise both hands to the side, turn the palm to the back, and as you ease at the lower lumbar spine and bringing the head down, okay? And go and meet both hands in the back. As you come down with the head, knees are straight, not bent, and come down. Come up and come back to normal standing posture. Again, both feet are wide stance, and this time bend forward at the lumbar spine and bring your hands below the knees towards the ankles as close as possible. And let the head fall down to the floor. Come up, and there you are. So we did 6 of them, okay? And now we will do 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 more, okay? So let's do this crane pose that people do. Stand on the right foot and bring the left ankle, left heel onto the right ankle. Left heel onto the right ankle, and then stand there and bring both your hands together. And elevate the hands all the way above your head. Extend the elbows. Bring it down and unwind and come back to normal spine. Now, stay on the left foot, left knee locked, and now bring the right heel onto the left ankle and put both your and stay there for a while. Go up all the way and stay there for a while. And come down and unwind. See, 7th and 8th are done. Now, we're going to do the other one, which is take a stance with both the feet, each feet is turning towards the other side. The right is facing the right and left is facing the left, and bend down and sit down on an imaginary chair and bring your hands together. Go down as much as you can, okay? And now twist the body and bring the left elbow to the back and right elbow to the front and turn over the left shoulder to the back. Five breaths, come to the center and twist the other way. Come to the center and come up. Turn the feet to the forward and come to the center. So we're done with the 8th, 9th and 10th. Now we step forward with the left leg, left foot forward, left knee is bent, lunge it forward, and then back. You put the right foot facing the right side like that, and the right knee is straight. Now bring both your hands to the side of the body, raise them to the shoulder level, elbows straight forward, palms facing each other. And now clasp both hands together except the index finger, and then take it up above the head. Stretch the elbows to the top and then lean back As you go forward on the left knee, lean back. Work on the hands. Left hand goes to the front, right hand goes to the back, and stretch away from your body. And come back to normal. That is warrior pose, left side. Good to do on the right side. First take 3 deep breaths. Step forward with the right foot facing forward, right knee is bent forward, and left foot is back, and left knee is straight here, and both your hands to the side of the body. Elevate them, clasp together, and raise them above your head, and straighten the elbows and lean back. Now release. Right goes to the front, left goes to the back. And come back to normal. And now the final one. Step both feet wide apart. And now turn the right foot to the right side and bend the right knee towards the right side and lunge towards the right side. Now elevate both your hands and really bring the right hand in front of the right knee and goes up. Come back. Turn the right foot forward, and this time left foot goes to the left side, left knee is bent forward. Elevate both hands and bring the left hand in front of the left knee and right hand goes there. Now come back to normal, bringing both your feet forward. There you go. We are done with our physical exercises. Now we're going to do the formal breathing exercises. Okay, sitting down, we will do that. Okay. Sit down in any chair or on the floor, but the back should be straight for the breathing exercise. Okay. We'll start with the Kapalabhati, which is forcing the air through the nose as you suck in the abdomen. That movement you do up to 60 times. You inhale by yourself, and what you do voluntarily is the exhale. Okay, 60 times. Okay, you do as many as you can. You don't have to do 60 or more if you want to. It depends upon your capacity. Okay, and the second variety we're going to do is what is called the metabolic stimulator. Okay, Agni Sara. Agni is the fire around the belly, and this is kind of we're going to stimulate it. Taking a deep breath and breathing it out and holding the breath after you breathe out completely. And while holding the breath, moving the abdominal wall up and down. I'll do up to 20. You can do 2, 5, whatever is convenient for you. Okay. Place my right hand on that. Okay, you can see. See, 20 times. It's a good metabolic stimulator, Agnisara. Now we'll do neurophysiological lock, bandhas. Okay. What you do is, as you breathe out, you suck in the lower abdomen and hold it. Suck in the upper abdomen, hold it, and then bring the chin to the chest. Those are 3 bandhas. Okay. Breathing in, come out of it. Take it easy. Okay. That is 3 bandhas. Now we're going to do Anuloma Viloma. Preparing your right hand and using the thumb and the ring finger for alternate nostrils. First, close the right nostril gently and take deep breath through the left. Now close the left and breathe out through the right. Take a deep breath in through the right now. Close it and release the left and breathe out. That's 1 cycle. 4 more. Okay, that is Anuloma Viloma. Very good one. Do it 5 to 15 minutes. We just did 1 minute. Okay. Take a deep breath in and relax. Okay. And now you do the bumblebee. Take both your thumbs and close the ears. And keep the index and middle finger on the top of the forehead. Close the eyes and keep the ring finger on the closed eyes. Let the little finger hang around the mouth. Close the mouth. Take deep breath in through the nose. And when you're breathing out through the nose, make a humming noise. Okay, you can do as much as you like. Okay, that is the Brahman. Now we are going to the Auma. Okay, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, first say A 5 times, O 5 times, and Ma 5 times. Now, oh, each time take a deep breath in and breathe out, say oh. Okay, now we're going to go and do the Ma. Ma. Okay, that is Auma. Okay, Om split into 3 sounds. So remember, this is 2 A's, awareness and alignment. Alignment of 3 B's, body, breath, and brain. And we are going to A, E, I, O, U. A for awareness, awakeness, alertness. E for energy. I for insight. O for Omkara, which we just did. And the U is realizing that we are the universal consciousness. Atman Brahman. Okay. We are realizing that we are that. Okay. Therefore, this, when you sit down, okay, sit down in the Dhyana Mudra and place it on the knees like that, and then sit straight and then tilt your head a little bit, close your eyes and keep the gaze in between the eyebrows. And now take deep breaths in and out. As you say in and out, you say, I'm just the consciousness, I'm not just the body and mind, as you breathe out. Okay? Let's do 10 breaths. Koham, soham, deham, naham. Who am I? I am the conscious being. I am the witness consciousness. I am not just this body or mind, they are my tools. Koham, soham, deham, naham. Who am I? I am the witness consciousness. I am not just the body or mind, they are my tools. Koham, soham, deham, naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. They are my tools. Koham, Soham, Deham, Naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. Koham, Soham, Deham, Naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. That we are done for today. And thank you for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.